Hi, I wanted to share with you something that I started doing a few years ago, which was trying to understand how we can learn, at what stage of development a child's brain is ready to actually learn how to read. And this is a language and literacy class, so I figured not a bad time. So I want to show you something. When a child first learns how to draw and actually direct his drawing, he will do this, right? And then as he does that, he'll add some hands, like so, and maybe some legs. Look familiar for your preschool years? And eventually they will draw the legs down like this. I call that ground in the picture. And what that actually means is that the child understands object orientation in space. Now I want you to look at something else. Look at the 4 letters that I've drawn on top of this. They're all the exact same letter. Lowercase b, d, p, and q. The only difference again is their object orientation in space. Now I want you to imagine that you're a child trying to learn how to read and they don't quite yet have object orientation in the ground and they're trying to decode the letters that they see on the screen. What that's telling us is that the brain is not quite yet ready to learn how to read and decode material in a way that is conducive to great comprehension and reading fast enough so that they enjoy their reading. So I'm going to show you something else now. I've been sharing this with colleagues for quite a number of years. I was invited to the National Academy of Sciences in New York a few years back. I'm trying to draw. This is your brain, okay? It's actually the top view of your brain. And using a fMRI, a functional magnetic resonance imaging machine, what they did was they gave kids tasks while they were in this MRI machine to see what part of the brain would light up. For kids who were learning how to read that did not yet have ground in the picture, this part of the brain lit up right by the ears, tied to rote memory, movement. But for the kids who had ground in the picture, the part of the brain that lit up was actually this, inside the middle part of the brain known as the limbic system, which meant that as they were reading and learning how to read and decode these letters, they were actually tying it to previous memories, emotions, and other stimulus that they had received. So I want you now to think about the implications of these simple line drawings and looking at children's drawings to determine the optimal time for learning how to read and how we can use that information to better inform our practices as we're teaching children language and literacy skills at any age. Proceed to the discussion.